think I've just completely changed as a fighter. My first fight with Miesha, I only had 1 year as a professional fighter. Now I've had 3 years. I was just building my base and my fundamentals at that point. I'd only had like 10 or so rounds of sparring in my life. And now I've really gone past that building stage and have really entered that refining stage. And Miesha had already been around for a while since that fight. And her best fight ever, I think, was the fight before our fight with Marlo Kunin. And she has had pretty poor performances since then, relatively. And I feel like I'm always just getting better and improving. And relative to the amount of time she was in the game, relative to the amount of time I've been in the game, I mean, I should have made a 300% improvement in that time, if you think about it. And so I really just feel like a different fighter. I think if I fought the me that beat her last time, I would beat the crap out of myself right now. It didn't really start out so personal, but if you notice, I shook her hand when she came out into the Ultimate Fighter, and I flicked her off when she left because I was forced to be around her for a lot of time, and I just learned a lot of very poor things about her personality. And she took her spite for me and aimed it at the people dearest and closest to me. She aimed it to my kids on the show and to my coaches and my friends, and it just crossed a line that I don't think should have been crossed. I mean, it's a huge deal for me to be on this card, and it's, I think, a huge deal for women's MMA in general to be considered one of the reasons why it's the biggest card ever. And it's also, since it's going to be such a big card, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are fight fans but still haven't watched the women's fight. They're going to see the women's title fight, and it's I think the largest and best venue to really showcase a fight like this.